So this workout is, it's a test, it's not really a workout. It's finding your threshold pace and your threshold heart rate. This test specifically is going to be a 30-minute time trial. So how fast can you go? How high of a heart rate can you keep at a steady pace? So as fast as you can go, but not like going way too fast the first 5 minutes and then you're having to drop your pace down a lot because you burnt out. What's the fastest you can hold for 30 minutes, and then you take that data and that is what you use for follow-on training afterwards. So the last time I did this, I was at like I think like a 740 pace in that 30 minutes, and my average heart rate was like 173. I just did my test yesterday on the bike, and it's very similar style of testing, where it's like a 30-minute or like a 40-minute time trial on the bike, same kind of thought process. And so then we use all those numbers for training and then show up to race day and put it all to the test. All right, so today's test is the threshold heart rate and threshold pace. Warm up by running for 10 minutes at a 2 out of 10 effort level before including a 2-minute harder effort at around 8 out of 10 effort. Then complete a 30-minute time trial. You should aim to pace this consistently throughout the test so that you're not notably slowing down or speeding up within the test. All right, the real thing starts in a minute and 40 seconds. Holy shit. Alright, so that was about 20 seconds faster per mile than my last one. Held about a 7:21 pace for 30 minutes. So wasn't watching my heart rate, but Ben will go back and look at the data and the graphs and tell me what that is. But now we just got cool down, so you know, testing is like, it's the biggest thing, man. You really don't know if you're getting better if you never test out, you know, what you're supposed to be looking at, like numbers that you're looking at. If you just go based off of feel, well, that varies day to day depending on how much you eat, how much sleep you get, all sorts of things. So the only true way to know if you're getting better is to test. And that's why I love having a coach. You know, he fucking makes me work and goes by the data. Anaerobic threshold, hour and 21 minutes. There's a lot of different like steps to this, so I'm not going to go in those, but a lot of it is like repeats, on repeats with a warm-up and a recovery. So, and then I usually just turn on a podcast and
hang out,
just let it rip. Yeah. It's 5 minutes on, trying to get around 65 to 70 rotations per minute, and my heart rate needs to be in between like 150 to like 160, I believe. So it's 3 rounds of this, 5 minutes on, and then 1 minute rest. Every minute and really every second counts. Whether you're in recovery, trying to get your heart rate to be back into the recovery zone, it's literally like what I think about is big deep breaths in and out, trying to make that, you know, that muscle mind muscle connection that you make when you're lifting. Like say you're working on chest, you're trying to get your chest to be the main focus, and like when you're pressing or doing flies, you're trying to really feel everything in your chest. During this, I'm trying to make that same connection with my heart, trying to slow it down. And so I'm literally trying to go from 160 beats per minute down to like 125 to 130 at such a fast pace that I have to sit here and focus on my breathing, trying to tell my body to slow the heart rate down. And then vice versa, when I'm in this recovery time period, having to get it up to 155, 160 beats per minute for a certain amount of time, that's when it's like, all right, just push as hard as you possibly can. There's no really mind-muscle connection, but it's just trying to watch your heart rate, trying to get that up as high as you possibly can and into that target range. The reason why I'm doing this Ironman is because there were 3 other dudes when I was at 100 Mile Ultra that said, hey, we're doing this Ironman 70.3, you should do it. I said, okay, I'll do it. Bought my ticket, signed up, and started the process, started the journey. Those other 3 guys aren't doing it. Like, that to me is like, and man, I can't like be around that. I can't surround myself with that, because I'm big on like you being a man of your word, and when you tell me you're gonna do something and then you ask me to do it with you, there's no bitching out. And if you do, don't expect to be my friend. And that might sound fucking harsh or hard, but like, I just don't have time for any of that. I want to surround myself with people that are pushing themselves, that aren't, you know, just living in the moment of like motivation and inspiration, but like they're their own self-motivator. They can inspire themselves, and they just want to push themselves beyond their limits. And I just have no tolerance for anything else other than that, to be honest with you.